Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How is the family? All right, happy Sunday, y'all. Some people are in the church already. Some are about to go to church. But I just want you to give me your ear for a few minutes. I'm about to go to church too, okay? Well, give me a few minutes. All right. Who is ready to listen to me for a few minutes? This is Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. And, you can imagine how beautiful God is. I'm sitting down here in Iowa and I'm looking at snow. Whether it's 5 inches or 10 inches snow. Meanwhile, I was in Dallas, Texas. There was no single snow in the same country. Man, this God is faithful. Right. He's an awesome God. Okay? And he never changed. But sometimes it's hard to understand his ways. That's why they say his ways are different from the ways of a man. Okay? I'm just here looking at my window. Everywhere is white, snow. And the people in the city don't really care. They go about their normal business because it's not normal to them. But in some country, there will be no work. Everywhere will shut down because what? There is snow. It's beautiful, and I appreciate God that I'm able to be awake in the land of living. I know you go to church. I know you go to mosque, whichever one you're going to this morning. I want you to know that I'm here again, Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. This is day 5 of protection portfolio discussion. Day 5. I promise you that this year, Christmas, I have an educational value that you can share with yourself, your family, and your friends, wherever you find yourself. And encourage you not to put a blank eye to it. Maybe you're hearing the same thing I'm talking about from different people. But if you pay attention a little bit, you will see the value and the angle I'm coming from. My goal is to stop all the nemesis, the lies that is out there, and educate people with the right information. It's up to you if you want to take the right information or not. But you know why is the right information? Because I'm a licensed financial professional. And I know the difference between investment and protection. And I have told you that is not investment or protection. It's investment and protection. You need both in order to create sustainable wealth. By the time you create wealth, then you can step up the game to do what? To achieving financial freedom. You may create a wealth, you don't have financial freedom. So yesterday we talked about income protection. Okay? We talked about income protection yesterday. We let you know that your income is your greatest asset. And your income is linked to your capacity. So if your capacity to generate an income, either as an employee or a solopreneur, self-employed, or business owner, however, there is a cut, there is a severe in your stream of income, you're eventually going to suffer. But here's the good news that you must know, whether you like it or not. If you live in the United States and Canada, if you live in both countries, there is a legal tool to protect your income. One of those on the top of the list is life insurance. That is the only income protection account or income replacement account that exists. We also reminded you that there is disability protection. There's long-term care. There's accidental protection. But some of these ones may not last for a long time. It may not be there. You may not use it to create wealth. That's why we are focusing on something that will give you wealth. Okay? We're focusing on something that will give you wealth and help you sustain the wealth. So that's what we talked about yesterday. And we gave you an assignment. Hopefully, most of you are responding to my assignment in my inbox. I just pray that you can share it. I just pray that you can be able to answer it. Give me a second right here. I just pray you can answer it here so other people can participate. And I want to thank everyone that shared the video yesterday. You guys were so amazing. I want to thank Miss Constance for being our guest yesterday that contributed to why you have to protect your income. And I asked you to write down all bills paid by your income. I didn't say paid by you, by your income. Why? Imagine you cut off that bill, that income that is linked to your capacity. If that income goes away, what do you have to replace your income? The answer is simple. And we can help you to design that. What you must have is not a choice. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. It doesn't matter how much prayer you have prayed. Thank God, God have answered your prayer, and today is Sunday. Okay? We have come again because I signed contract with myself to make a big impact to the community. Okay? So today, we are going to talk about, I don't know, every time I'm doing my life, I keep having distractions. Today, we're going to talk about health protection. Okay? Today's topic is going to be health protection and medical cost. Yeah. Thank God for advancement in healthcare. Thank God for the so-called Western world. Let me ask you a question. If you can put it in the chat. Thank you for those joining us. I know you're going to go to church. When you come back and see this video, please share it. Okay? Do you know how much it costs to spend 7 days in an ICU? Whenever you come across this video, please share with me. How much does it cost to spend 7 days in an ICU? You know, some people say, God forbid. I have a bad news and a good news for you. The good side, God has forbidden. That is why you're coming across this video. The bad side, God forbid, is not a strategy if you do not take an action. Because he says, my own God said, the one I read the Bible said, that gone are the days when manna will fall from heaven. Because he said we must walk when it's day. Because night cometh when you cannot walk. If you say God forbid, and you're not taking an action, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Because God will not forbid for you. But if you say God forbid, you pray over it, and you take action, hey, our God is a merciful God. He never failed anyone who trusts in him. But if you're trusting in God with no action, even God himself took action. He prayed. He walked the walk. He talked the talk. He walked the walk. You think that God will protect you from your inability to take action or inability to make decision. No, you have to make the decision because say death and life is in your hands. Choose you this day. He said, it's in your hand. Choose you this day. So he has given you the choice. And he went further to say, if you can obey, he said, if you can obey the laws of the land, you shall eat the fruit thereof. Please, if I didn't quote it right, I would like you to help me put it right in the chat. You have the choice to make, but he gave a command. He said, arise and shine, for the light has come. That is a command. You have to arise first. Then dress up and shine. Then you attract the light. But if you refuse to arise, guess what? You only will attract darkness. It's simple. You know, in the Bible, people pick and choose the one that suits them. So they can obey some and leave some. You have to obey all. There's no option. There's no option. So arise, take action so that God can forbid on your behalf. But when you refuse to arise, when you refuse to believe, God is not going to come from heaven to talk to you. He's going to use people like us to talk to you. Those whom he has delivered, he's going to send us your way to deliver you too. Because regardless of who you are, whether you're a pope, you're a pastor, you're a bishop, you're a imam, guess what? Emergencies does not take permission. So if emergencies do not take permission, how does protection portfolio helps you with managing your health? Because you know that health is the silent wealth killer. It's under physical risk if you don't manage it the right way. So if you fall sick, your health is not in order. Nothing else matters. Because if you're sick, you're not going to clock in or clock out. Do you know that? And remember, you have to clock in order to generate income. You cannot open that doctor's office if you're sick. As a surgeon, you will not go to operate on people because you're sick. I know people will say, why is it you talk about physicians all the time? Because those are the people I know better than anybody else. Because I work with them for more than 12 years. That is my job. To help them socialize into the environment. Their residency program, their fellowship program. That is my job. To onboard them. From student level to any level. I was part of that journey. If you're sick, you're not going to be able to help a woman deliver. So what do you have to replace your income if you fall sick today? When I ask that question most of the time, some people answer me, thank you, Isat, for coming. I appreciate you. When I ask that question, you know what people tell me? They say, Dr. Ruth, oh, I have my real estate properties. And I ask you, if you have a building in terms of emergency, you don't have a buyer, do you know you are as broke as somebody under the bridge? You must find a buyer to sell. What if you can have the same property and also have protection portfolio? I met someone here yesterday while I was in Iowa here. I met someone yesterday. I asked him, who are you? He said, I'm a realtor. I said, wow, I love those people. The realtors, I love them. You know why? They help people to find shelter. They find them beautiful homes. But there's one question I ask. I say, sir, you're helping people to find them a home when they're in their best season of their life. But when their capacity to pay for that home disappears, who helps them keep them in the home? And I ask you, will you be willing to be the one that give them the home in their best season of their life and also help them keep them in that home when their worst season comes? He says, sure, I never thought about it in that way. I'm interested. I would like to hear from you, Dr. Ruth. I say, sure. When I have time, I'll be happy to talk to you. What do you have to replace your income? One medical emergency can wipe out saving faster than bad spending habit. Do you know that? One medical emergency can wipe out your entire savings faster than bad spending habit. In America, in Canada, they say the number one cause of bankruptcy, the number one cause of poverty is critical and chronic illness. Every year, many people are diagnosed with cancer, stroke, paralysis, blindness. You think those people, they were not praising God? They were not praying to God? They are going to church just like each and every one of you are going to church this morning. But I have a good news for you. We'll find a solution. The solution is that regardless of who you are, you have the right to protect your health. So health promotion and protection is proactive, not reactive. You don't need to wait for something to happen before you take action. You have to take action before it happens, which means you're planning before crisis. And planning before crisis is what they call peace of mind. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you the confidence that in any situation, there's hope. Now, when you talk about that, some people say, I have health insurance. Health insurance will take care of your health bills. Life insurance will take care of your lifestyle. When your capacity to make money to fund your health bills. Because when you're paying for your health bills, who pays for your mortgage? Who pays for your car? Who pays for your children in the medical school? Who pays for food that you eat? That is the word life insurance. It takes care of your lifestyle. So you need both health insurance, you need life insurance, you need disability insurance, you need accidental. These are all the protection portfolios that exist. But number one is life insurance. Why disability we pay when you fall sick, you're not able to do that occupation that you're supposed to do. Okay? Disability is associated with occupation. When you're 65 and older, you are retired from work. You have no business with occupation. That's where long-term care kicks in. Everyone in 3 Americans are going to need long-term care, which on average costs about $100,000 a year. On average, depending on where you find yourself, about $100,000 a year. So if that is the case, what do you have? Now, let me tell you about when I say that medical costs can wipe away your entire savings. If you do not have a life insurance protection that will take care of your lifestyle when you're battling with the health, issues, whether you like it or not. Everybody will eventually fall sick. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if today is done when, what do you have? You must have life insurance with living benefits with the right companies. If you want to get a term policy with living benefits, I hope you get it today and replace it the next day. Because when the time times, you have no zero, you have nothing as a living benefit. So don't be deceived. Those of you that they told you, buy time and invest the rest, it's not a matter of investment or protection. It's both. Like I told you yesterday, the country, the laws allows you to put in up to 20% of your life insurance, of your annual income, pardon me, of your annual income into your protection portfolio. Go and invest the other 80%. Okay? Invest the other 80%. You must invest. If you're going to achieve financial freedom, you must invest. But most people want to invest when they have no plan, they have no foundation. Your protection is your foundation. If you have no protection, your investment will collapse one day. You will eventually suffer because there's going to be a cutoff. Now, let me tell you, I have this guy. He's a physician. Again, another physician. He does everything so well. Life was excellent. But unfortunately, when COVID hit, because he was taking care of other people, Kai, that sometimes I appreciate my physicians. I said, you are busy here 24/7 taking care of somebody. Who takes care of you? Who takes care of you? He was busy taking care of people. Unfortunately, thank you, Dokuri, thank you. Unfortunately, COVID entered his brain. And he was in the hospital in coma for so many weeks and months. He could not pay for his hospital. He could not pay for his staff. He has a massive clinic. So many people were working for him. But why in the hospital? Remember, the clinic is linked to him. The income that comes to the clinic is linked to him. But now him is sick, battling for his life in the hospital. So what happened? Of course, the clinic, he gave an order to shut down the clinic because the income is depleted. No more income coming in because the person that is a solopreneur he is lying down on the hospital bed. Because of that, a renowned physician, a well-known physician that is impacting the community from the standpoint of solopreneur, guess what? Have to give an order to shut down the clinic and all the staff were laid off. That is the power of medical costs when you do not have a lifestyle protection. Imagine if somebody have reached out to him and told him about the key employee life insurance policies. Imagine if somebody could have reached out to him to tell him about executive bonuses or split dollar. How he could have used it to make sure that at every point in time the clinic will be running. Hi, Loveline. Good morning. Imagine if somebody have reached out to him. He will still be in that hospital, and guess what? The clinic will be running smoothly. Why? Because a lifestyle protection was put in place. But guess what? He was not aware. And when he finally recovered, thank God he recovered. By then, everything that he worked for his life, the time he spent in school, the energy he put in to set up this clinic disappeared overnight due to what? Medical costs and what? loss of capacity. Your physical capacity can fail you at some point. Your health insurance is going to pay. You use your health insurance to pay for the medical bills. Use it to pay for the medical bills. But who pays for your clinic? Who pays for your mortgage when you're sitting down and lying down in the hospital? Who pays for the car loan? Who pays for your children in the hospital? Protect what matters the most. Your health, all of us will eventually fall sick one day. It's not if, it's when. When that day comes, what do you have? I want to encourage you this morning as you go to church to pray. Take God to help you to come out of mediocrity and lies. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. All they can tell you in front of the church is injury to one is injury to all. And they come and give you $10. Will $10 pay for your mortgage? Will $100 pay for your car loan? Will it pay for your children's school fees? And when they set up those committee of friends on WhatsApp, do they come the second time to pay? Tell yourself that this today, before the year ends, you're going to go get. Call me. My number is 469-487-3469. Call me. Let me help you set up your lifestyle protection because that day is coming. It doesn't matter whether you make 100 million or whether you make 10 million or whether you make $1. That day is coming. But we hope that you will not hear my voice. Let me become the John the Baptist that is in the forest, sounding the warning. That day is coming. But let it not come to you in a way that you don't like it. Thank you for joining us. Share the video. I know some people in the chat, but when they come out, they will listen. What health expenses worries you the most? That's the question I have for you. What health expenses worries you the most? Can you share? What health expenses worries you the most? Okay. Do you even have enough health coverage? Do you have enough? Even the health coverage enough to pay for medical bills, let alone lifestyle. So I encourage you today, as part of your action step, go review your health coverage and see if there is gap. Other action plan is go get your life insurance with living benefit today. Critical, chronic, long-term care, which unfortunately is not even automatic. You have to be approved. Hey, my people, do you know in protection portfolio, you have to be approved. So how long are they going to lie to you? Get your life insurance protection. Get your health insurance protection. Get your disability protection. And of course, if you can afford it, get accident protection. But the one on the top of the list is life insurance. Why? It takes care of, it manages all your risk. Okay. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk about emergency fund versus insurance. Okay. Saving or insurance, which one comes first? If you have an answer, put it on before we come on tomorrow, by God's grace. But today, I want to say enjoy the rest of your day. Pray. And as you pray in the church, pray also for me. I believe in prayers. The only thing I don't believe in is prayers without action. But I believe in God and in prayers. I do, 100%. That's why I'm going to log out of here now to go to church before I enter my flight today. And I want to invite you, if you're hearing my voice, you live in US and Canada. We're going to have a close discussion today at 8 p.m. Central Time. If you'd like to participate, I invite you to join us today. Inbox me. I'll send you the Zoom link. Today at 8 p.m. We have a pharmacist who understood the game of the time. She's going to be speaking today. We also have a respiratory therapist. He's going to be a father. He who understands the game of protection. He's going to be speaking today. So send me, DM me, inbox me. I will send you the Zoom link. It's going to happen at 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't miss it. If you live overseas, you don't live in US and Canada, tell your brother and sister to inbox me or inbox me, get the Zoom and give to them. Because the day their health will fail them, if their income is not protected, if they don't have life insurance, the day it happens, you see that house they're building for you, your village will become a burial ground. That house will stop. That your source of income will disappear. But guess what? If they have the right type of protection and fall sick, why they use their health insurance to pay their medical bills? They use their life insurance to maintain their lifestyle. So remember, sickness will consume, will cause you poverty and bankruptcy faster than what? Bad spending habit. I want to say thank you so much for listening to me. Once again, my name is Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. Today is Sunday, the 21st of December, 2025. I'm speaking to you from Iowa, where I'm looking at the white snow. God is good. Share this video whenever you come across it. Inbox me to join us on the Zoom call tonight at 8 p.m. And reach out to me. Let me help you design a plan, a lifestyle plan that will keep your mortgage, that will keep your car, that will keep your children in school, that will keep that your physician office, your pharmacy, your nurse practitioner clinic, your teaching, your school, your business. That business you're making 100 million today can only last if you have a lifestyle protection. And unfortunately, the lifestyle protection can only come to you through a licensed financial professional like me. Don't go to ask your CPA, accountant, financial advisor. If you're going to ask them, only one question you ask them, do you have license? If they don't have license, they cannot talk about protection portfolio at all. They will never. Okay? But they will not tell you that it's not part of their specialty. Rather, they want to advise you illegally. It's an illegal act to discuss protection portfolio when you don't have license. You can quote me. That's the law. Okay? Once again, I'm your humble servant, your sister, your activist, your educator, the one that have your interest at heart the most. Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. Reach out to me. The phone number is 469-487-3469. Or you can inbox me. Either way, someone or me from my office, one of our staffs or one of our professionals will definitely reach out to you. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.